Good day, God day. Hello, everybody. Titled, how y'all doing? Come on in, give me some hearts, let me know that you're here and where you're tuning in from. How's your day going? So I'm getting us set up on Instagram. There we go. Close up. Getting set up over here to do this dual thing here. Yikes. All right, we're almost done. And voila. Woo! Okay, so we are live. We are duality live here today. Good afternoon, God afternoon. I am Dr. Beth Borden-Goodman, also known as Dr. Sprinkles, the Confidence Cultivator. And I am excited that you are tuning in or catching the replay. If you're catching the replay, put hashtag replay. And that's 3 A's for replay. So be sure to put that in there. Come on in. This is the first close-up confidence conversation that I'm having, and I'm excited. You know, this morning when it dropped down, need to turn on my Beyonce fan. Hold on, it's hot. Okay, can y'all hear me over the fan? Whoever, hello, Dr. Tawana, hello, Jody, hello, Horace. Can you all hear me okay? It starts getting warm in here, and I just don't, I had to turn on my Beyonce fan because I'm a woman of a certain age, and I'm hot like that. So I had to turn on my fan. Please let me know if you can hear me over the fan. That would be phenomenal. Give me thumbs up, stars, and say we can hear you okay. That would be phenomenal. That would be absolutely phenomenal. Hello, Nikki. Welcome. Just let me know if you can hear the fan or hear me over the fan. That's what I need right now. Can somebody tell me? I'll wait. Somebody. Yes. Hi. Yes, we can hear you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Jody. Thank you so much for letting me know. Thank you for tuning in. I'm excited because this is the first close-up confidence conversation, and close-up means it's personal. And this morning I was sitting and just praying and thinking, and I was like, wow, this is something really different. So Monica Pearson, who is one of my all-time lifetime mentors, idols, sheroes, she used to do something that would when she was with Channel 2 WSB called close-ups. And so this morning it just dropped in my spirit to do a close-up confidence conversation with me, Dr. Beth, your guest. Me. Who does that? Who interviews themselves? Well, not really interview, but who features themselves? Well, if it's going to start out, it might as well start with me. If it is to be, it starts with me. So today is the very first, the close-up confidence conversation. And I am the guest, Dr. Beth Borden-Goodman, also known as Dr. Sprinkles, the Confidence Cultivator. So many of you know me, many of you don't. I just turned 55. I am the mom of 3, and I am a 16-year breast cancer survivor. I'm a dual certified life coach. I am a certified Christian life coach. And I am one that is emphatic about living life to the fullest. I mean, living life to the fullest. My story started out, I was born by a river. I was born by a river. Well, not really, but sort of kind of. The Hudson River. I was born not too far from the Hudson River, or near the Hudson River. Well, in proximity to the Hudson River in New York City, New York, at Beth Israel Hospital. And my parents moved to Atlanta when I was in the 3rd grade. And so I call myself a papal. Yes, I call myself a papal. And a papal is a mixture of a peach and an apple. Get it? The papal. A mixture between the peach and the apple, because I have the southern juicy charm of a Georgia peach with the crisp assertiveness and confidence of a New York apple. You like that, papal? If you use it, you have to say, I got it from Dr. Sprinkles. Hashtag, I got it from Dr. Sprinkles. So we've been here since the 3rd grade, and coming from New York City, which is clearly larger than Atlanta from the eyes of a then 3rd grader, which is about maybe 8 years old. And coming to Atlanta was very unique and very different for us. We moved to Decatur, where it's greater, and that's where we grew up. And then we moved to Buckhead. We moved to, hey, Shayla, my love. Hey, Gannigan. Then we moved to Buckhead. And when I say Buckhead, I mean the very heart of Buckhead. I'm talking Morosco Drive. I'm talking Adena Drive. I'm talking Lindbergh. I'm talking Piedmont. I'm talking when the MARTA station was still the flea market. Do you all remember that? When the MARTA station was still a flea market, we lived in Buckhead. We grew up in Buckhead. And so to the point that our school buses were MARTA buses and not the yellow buses. We were one of 2 black families in our neighborhood. We were one of 2 black families in our neighborhood. So imagine moving from New York City to Decatur, then moving and finally settling in Buckhead. So we have our family. You have a little dark complected girl that is coming from New York. At that time had a little bit of an accent, and my parents decided to dress me with ribbons and pressed hair and very neatly. Not that any child shouldn't be dressed that way, but that's the way that they dressed us. So when I would go to school, it was always thought that she is better than me. And that's not the case at all. It was merely the way that my parents raised us, number one, but most importantly, it was how the other people were revering me. Their opinion about me is not necessarily the truth about me. So when you're in the 3rd grade and you're coming into a new place where you're meeting new friends, new city, new teacher, new environment, you adapt and adjust very quickly. So it was at that time, there were 2 young ladies in my class, in my 3rd grade class, and they would pick on me. They would pick on me, and at that time, I didn't understand, because I was not accustomed to being, had bad things said, you're so black, you're so dark, don't play with her, her skin is going to rub off on you, and all kinds of craziness and mean things. And so one day I was crying when I came home, and I went to my mom, and she's, like, what's going on? Why are you crying? And I told her what happened, and she came down to my level, and she looked me in my eyes, and she said, you are beautiful, and you look like God. You are made in God's image. So if they're talking about you, they are talking about God, and God will get them for talking about him. Now, of course, in the 3rd grade, it didn't really come together fully. All I heard was I was beautiful. However, as I became older, I realized I am made in God's image, just as you are. And so those young ladies were talking about God, and God would deal with them for talking about him, because we are all made in his image. And so I began to then settle in the fact that I look like God. I look like God. I am beautiful. I look like God. And because I look like God, I don't have to compare myself to anything or anyone else. Now, not to say that as my journey through puberty, my journey through preteen, my journey through teenage life, my journey through young adult, and even into becoming an adult, there were not challenges. Don't think that there weren't opportunities for me to sustain the confidence and maintain the confidence that I had. So as we go through high school, you have, middle school, you come into knowing yourself a little bit more, and have gotten accustomed. I was accustomed to being myself. And because I was accustomed to just simply being myself, walking around, I'm made in God's image. I'm made in God's image. I don't care what anyone else was saying about me. In the back of my head, I was saying, I'm made in God's image. And I held so tightly to that, you all. I held so tightly to that is where the foundation of my confidence began. That's how I initiated my confidence. Because my mother told me, you are made in God's image. You are beautiful. And I'm saying the same thing to you who's watching today. You are made in God's image. You are beautiful or handsome. You are made in God's image. You are beautiful or handsome. You are made in God's image. And because we are made in God's image, begin, even in our adulthood, to really sit in that. Sit in that, you all. Sit in the fact that you are made in God's image. We look like God. We might not always act like God. Hello, we might not always act like God, but we look like God. We are made in His image. And the reality then goes to say that someone looks to you as their representation of God. Someone looks to you to see the light on the hill that cannot easily be hidden. That's what the word says. A light on the hill cannot easily be hidden. You are a light on the hill. Your personality, the way you do things, the way you say things, the way you act, all of those things are the light on the hill that cannot easily be hidden. And for some reason, at some point in our lives, there have been times when we decided to come down off of that hill, or we decided to dim our lights. And hence, go into middle school. Middle school was a completely different life opportunity, if you will, where there were more children that looked like me. We were still the only blacks in Buckhead, well, in our neighborhood in Buckhead. So there was still a little bit of a, oh, she thinks she's better, or she talks proper, or she wears this. And again, in the back of my head, I'm made in God's image. I look like God. I look like God. No matter what, I look like God. And it was in those times that I began to sit and be completely settled in knowing that I'm here for a reason. I am here to show and be simply me. And because you're being simply you in someone's life, it's making the difference. Then we go into high school. So at that time, getting into high school, I was a little more, I guess, feeling myself. I was a little bit more confident because I had established, I look like God. I'm made in God's image. And if you don't think so, that's on you, and that's on you. So when you have this confidence, it begins to draw attention. Now, having the confidence, it begins to draw attention because the light on the hill cannot easily be hidden. And that's when I experienced a different level of life management. Boys. Woo-hoo-hoo. And this is something that we have to have conversations with our young ladies. When you start becoming confident, you are going to attract attention. You're going to attract attention. When you start becoming confident in what you know to do, in who you are, and what you're capable of, and what your gift is, people are going to be drawn to you because of your confidence. Well, in high school, I really, 6 of one, half dozen of the other, didn't really, I guess, prepare myself. I guess I wasn't really prepared for, guys, boys, like, ooh, she's cute, she's pretty, and all this kind of stuff, really wasn't. And I was like, okay, so my immediate first defense when someone approached me about being attracted to me, back then, there was a game, well, yeah, it's a game that was called Scoop. Those of you that know, it was called Scoop. And so what happened is, you know what? In today's society, that would be considered harassment. Oh, my Lord. Thank God for times past. But it was called Scoop. And the game was Scoop. And if you were attracted to somebody or liked somebody, you would kind of scoop their butt. And so there's one gentleman who scooped my butt, and I almost killed him. I almost he almost got MMA'd. I didn't understand. I didn't know. Number one, I didn't want anybody touching me. My mom always told me, you don't let people touch you. We all have parameters. You know what places are private. And so one of those private places was compromised, and I went off. Well, not understanding that it was an expression of endearment, if you will. So after I learned that, oh, he kind of he likes me? Oh, okay, Carl. I was like, can we find another way to let me know that you like me other than scooping my butt? Can you show me another way, Dr. Tawana, other than doing that, please, sir? And so as I got older, understanding how valuable I am and how people are attracted to being assertive, being confident in knowing who you are because I was made in God's image. And then as I went to college and participating in the Miss Black UGA pageant and being a contestant and becoming Miss Congeniality. When someone's congenial, that means they get along with everyone. They are friendly, they're outgoing, they're supportive, they treat everyone like they're someone because they are. And so hence, the confidence was growing and growing and growing. Then I became a mom. Becoming a mother was a whole different category of confidence, a completely different category of confidence, because I didn't know what I was doing. We don't know. But what I did learn at the time, I was a single mom. I was serving in church. I was on praise and worship team. I was over children's ministry, teen ministry, women's ministry, all of these things. And here I am, a teen. I wasn't a teen mom. I was not a teen mom. Here I am being an unwed mother. And so being unmarried and being pregnant, that's not the traditional way, or not the way that having or becoming a parent necessarily is. So I had to deal with, wow, how many people I've disappointed, how many people I've let down. Beth's got her head on together. She's got this, she's doing this, she's got a great career, she's making good money, she's confident, she's doing this, but I was an unwed mother. And so having to deal with, if you will, at the time, the level of shame that I felt being a single mom and serving in front of the church, serving the women's ministry, the children's ministry, the teens ministry, all of these places, teaching Sunday school, all of these things, it dimmed my self-confidence because I was embarrassed and I was ashamed. I was embarrassed and I was ashamed. And I went to God and I was just like, Lord, I'm so sorry. I don't know how to make this better. I don't know how to make this right. And clearly, God said that children are an inheritance from me. Children are an inheritance from me. And when I heard that during my prayer time, that children are an inheritance from me, I didn't care what anyone thought any longer. I didn't care. And that boosted my confidence to another place to be the best mother possible. It did not come with instructions, but it came with an instructor. and that was God. So going to God and going through God and having that confidence to be the mom also helped me to be who I am today. Because the same confidence that I got from God, I have given to my children. And when you have come from a place where for lack of a better term, you're placed in a certain level of I don't want to say a pedestal. You are revered. You are revered a certain way. It makes you feel some kind of way when you let people down. But the reality is, I didn't let that was personal for them. But it was all in all God's plan for my life. And today I can say that all things work together for the good of them who love the Lord and have been called according to his purpose. Because being a mother, my children, being a mother is one of my greatest accomplishments, one of my best accomplishments in the world. I am confident in my motherhood. I am confident in who God has called me to be as a mother. Now, mind you, we don't always get it right. We don't always get it right, but I know I did something right. I know I did something right, all because of the belief that's in me. All because of the belief that's in me, not because of what I believed, because of the belief. So let's talk about belief a little bit. Let's talk about belief and believe. You do realize that when you say I believe, that's an action. When you say I believe, that's an action. Believe is a verb. I believe that this, I believe is a verb. But when you have the belief is a noun. The belief is something that is solid. The belief is what you know to be the truth. The belief is what you honor to be correct. The belief. Belief is never changing. It's like a foundation. And so many times we have allowed others to come into our ears. What would have happened if I would have let those two young ladies' opinions about me come into my belief system? Not my belief system, my belief system. I would in no way, shape, form, or fashion be who I am today if I would have allowed them calling me names, bullying me into my belief system. Would I be here today with the level of confidence? There's no way that I would have been able to. But I did not allow them to compromise my belief. And so I'm going to challenge and push and encourage you to open up today and realize your confidence is foundationally on your belief. What is it that your belief system is? What is your belief system? My belief system is that God is with me. I can't fail. I can't fail. God is with me. I can't fail. That's what he says in the Bible. That is my belief, that God is with me. I cannot fail. We can do all things through Christ who strengthens us. Not some things. We can do all things. If we can do all things through Christ who strengthens us, why are we playing short? If we can do all things, not if we can do some things. That's what it says. We can do everything. We can do all things. So why is it that we make the choice and the decision not to do it all? Why? Because of something that we believed. I can't tell you what I've Googled. I can only tell you what I've gone through. Let me say that again. I can't tell you, Instagram fam, what I've Googled. I can only tell you what I have gone through. Going through, knowing, speaks differently. When you know that you know that you know that you know, It's different. So any outside influences that you have chosen to believe, it's time to be left. It's time to be left. It's time to establish the belief you can do all things. You can. It's not always easy. I'm not going to tell you that lie. It's not always easy. However, once you establish the belief that you can, once you establish the belief of your confidence, it takes a whole lot to move you from what you know to be the truth. Because believe is honoring. When you believe something, you honor the confidence in what is true. When you believe, it's honoring the confidence in what is true. And when your belief is in place, it takes a lot to try and push you or sway you from that place. And my life's experiences, y'all, let me tell you something. I am the absolute most joy-filled that I have been since being an adult. I'll say that for the Instagram fam. Y'all, I am the most joy-filled that I have been since being an adult. I wake up every day with the gratefulness and thankfulness that I get to be here. I get to be here. I get to wake up with peace, in peace. I get to do that, y'all. I get to wake up. I am grateful and thankful. You get to show up. You get to be here. You get to exist. Because there's something that God still has in us. And so when you are playing short, when you are not honoring the Godfidence in you, when you are not honoring the confidence, when you are not honoring your full belief, time is ticking. All of us have an expected end. God knows when our last day is from when our first day was. Let me say that again. Sprinkles. He knows what our last day is before our first day was. So we are living a literal completed work. And I know, and I'm hopeful that I don't sound Scientologic but I don't really care. My truth is this. Think about it. He knows our end from our beginning. Get that. He knows everything that we are going to go through before we even started. So while we are spending time being concerned about what we can't do, and we're vacillating between ooh, ah, ooh, ah, ah, ooh, ah, ooh, we're vacillating back and forth between ooh and ah, just be. Be what you want to be. Be who he's called you to be. Establish that belief and do it. Because time is ticking. People are leaving every single day. People are leaving every single day. And I'm grateful that I don't look like what I've been through. I don't look like what I've been through. I do not look like what I've been through. And I'm grateful to God that I do not look like what I've been through, because I look like God. I look like God. And God has brought me through my experiences standing in the confidence of knowing that he is with me. I cannot fail. And so for so long, do you know how exhausting it is not being yourself? It's exhausting. It was exhausting. There are some of you that have known me for decades. There are some of you who are getting to know me as I show up on social media, as I sprinkle. There are some of you that have known me for a long time and have been waiting for me to step fully into who it is that God has called me to be. And I refuse to go back. I refuse to go back. I refuse not to be who he's made me to be. I refuse. Procrastination is a dream killer. Perfectionism, it doesn't exist. Who are you? Once you're perfect, you go to heaven. I mean, perfectionism is a curse of comparison. I want you to hear that. I'm telling you from a place of truth. I'm telling you from a place of authenticity. Perfectionism is a form of comparison. It really is. You don't have to compare yourself to anyone. You are made in God's image. We don't compare God to anybody. So why should you compare yourself to anyone? Stand in your brilliance. Stand in your confidence. Stand in who it is that you are. You got this. God's got you. Time is ticking. Time waits for no one. This is a wake-up call. This is a wake-up call, you all, to completely be your most confident self. Yes, things are shifting in my life. Things have shifted in my life. And let me just put this PSA in here right now. If I'm not reaching out to you, if I'm not returning calls, if I'm not texting you, it's personal. But don't take it personal. It's personal for me. It's my time. It's my time. It's personal for me. You see, my confidence has pushed and served so many people into their greatness. They're doing extremely well. They're creating, they're being, they're all of those things. My confidence has pushed. When they couldn't believe, I pushed. You can do it. Well, it's time out. I am putting on my oxygen mask. I am putting on my oxygen mask, and I am moving differently. So I'm asking, the shift has happened. So I'm asking that you shift with me. I know that my content is changing. I know that how I'm showing up, and I know people are calling. When are you going to do everyday living? When are you going to do the daily sprinkle? When are you bringing whatever you want Wednesdays back? It's a no for now on those things. My priority is to live my vision and see my vision for the world. And my vision for the world is to see men in parentheses, and see women in parentheses and men have a place where confidence is normalized as a standard of being. We don't have any second guessing. We should get up. My vision for the world is to see. Get up in the morning. I can do it. Get up in the morning. I can do it. When challenges come to you, I got this. That's my vision. My vision is to see a world where I can support and help pull up the seeds of doubt and negativity that have previously been there so that you can know how doggone great you are. And when you know that you're great, you're acting great. When your belief is that you have confidence and that you can do all things, not some things, you can do all things through Christ. Thank you, download. Woo. When you think you can't do something, that's you judging yourself. That's you going against what God has said. When you can't, when you feel like you can't do something, that is going against the confidence that God has put in you. And that is a choice that you make, because he tells us you can do some things. You can do a few things. No, you can do all things. You can do all things. So with that should be enough for us to be the most confident self. I can do it. I can do it. It's simply putting your mind behind it and making it happen. And that's where I am in my life. I am determined to leave a legacy for my children's children. I am determined to be known for seeking and seeding out the greatest, most confident version of everyone that I come in contact with. That is my determination. That is my goal. That is my vision. So again, if you see me acting differently, I am. because I'm honoring God with my life. I'm honoring God with while I'm here. I'm honoring God with the gift that he has given me to be an exhorter, to encourage people, to help people see themselves, to shine so that my light on the hill can let people see their shadows. Do you know how many people are around you just wanting to know that they have it? They have it. They need you. They need you. So yes, I'm shifting. Yes, Dr. Beth. Yes, Dr. Beth. I'm not acting differently because I'm Dr. Beth. I'm acting differently because I am different. I am different. I am no longer her. She ain't me. She ain't me. She is not me. I'm going higher. And it doesn't have anything to do with the doctor. Actually, let me just tell you this. There are some people that have asked the questions, oh, well, what is doctor in, what's doctorate in humanitarianism? And, did you have to go to school? Yes, I went to school, the school of life. I went to the school of life. And did. Do you understand? When I was sought, I wasn't trying to do anything. When I was approached about being the recipient of the honorary doctorate in humanitarianism, I was shocked. I was like, is this real? Yes, it's real. It's time to change your name. You've been selected. You have been chosen. You have been chosen to receive an honorary doctorate in humanitarianism. Humanitarianism, being kind to people. Humanitarianism, wanting the best for people. Humanitarianism. Do you all understand what an honor it was? What an honor it was to just simply be being me and being kind and nice and treating people with the value and the worth that they are for being people, for being a human being. So those of you that are whispering, those of you that don't understand, those of you that have something to say, keep on saying. Keep on saying. Do that, because I'm doing what God has purposed me to be on this earth to do, and that is to sprinkle many nations. If you look in Isaiah 54:13 through 15, those are the scriptures of my life. It says, and so he will sprinkle many nations. That is my job. It starts out saying, see, my servant will act wisely. See, my servant, you were able to put your eyes on me. That means that breast cancer wasn't going to let me die. It wasn't meant to hurt or harm me, but to prosper me and give me a hope in the future. See, my servant will act wisely. He will be highly and lifted up. That's what the girls are. They are high and lifted up. They are high and lifted up. Many of them will be appalled by them. There are folk that are appalled. There are folk that are appalled that I'm so happy. There are people that can't stand the fact that I love life and I love people. There are people that can't stand the fact that I really am happy. When you ask me how am I doing and I say wonderful, exceptional, amazing, outstanding, stupendous, I am telling you the God in heaven truth. And there are people that don't understand you really can be that happy, that joyful, if you make the choice, if you settle what your belief system is. I believe that I am extraordinary. I believe that I'm amazing. I believe that I'm outstanding. I believe that I'm spectacular. I believe that I'm fabulous. I believe all of those because that is my belief system. I believe it because it's my belief. not because of what someone else is saying to me. It is my belief. And because it is my belief, I can believe it. The confidence in the truth that it is my belief. And so, when you're being honored simply because you care for people, simply because you want the best for people. And there are people that don't want the best for you. There are people that are close to you that say they want the best for you, and they really are frenemies. They really are haters. They really are rock throwers that hide their hand. They really are these things. And in life, you have to use your belief to say, God, show me who is for me. Show me who is for me. Show me my vibe tribe. Show me my sprinklers. Show me my sprinklets. Show me, God, I'm trusting you. I am having the belief that you are going to send me. And he has, and he does. And for that, I am grateful. Because everybody can't go up with you. Everybody cannot go up in just a short time. My belief is that Dr. Beth Goodman, Dr. Sprinkles, the Confidence Cultivator, is going to be global. It already is. We're going to change that belief system right now so that you can come back and say you saw it here second, because it came here first. Global. The movement, Cultivate Her Confidence. Global, international, worldwide. There are little young ladies, young women, old women, middle-aged women that need to know that their confidence begins from within. Never allow an outside influence to know or make you think differently of what your belief is. That's why it's so important to know your belief. I tell my children what their belief, the foundation of what their belief is. Nothing can push them from that place other than themselves. And when they feel themselves pushing it, they push beyond it because they know who they are. They know the foundation. They know the belief. And you, as God's child, know the foundation and the belief of who you are. You are made in his image. So yes, Dr. Beth, Dr. Sprinkles or Dr. Beth, whichever one, I'll answer to both. Whichever one, Instagram, I'll answer to both. That's where I am. I am standing completely and fully. And that's why I'm on here today. I was sitting here this morning, yesterday. I'm a part of an amazing cohort of women. We are part of a branding community. And our branding coach, Faith James, is absolutely amazing. She's a godsend. All of my brand sisters are godsend. Look her up, follow her, join us in the brand activator. It'll be the best investment that you have ever made in your life. This place she afforded us an opportunity to have a board meeting and present our businesses to complete strangers. To present our businesses to complete strangers and get their input. Now, the day before the board meeting, we had a one-on-one. And Faith knows me well enough to know that my acceleration should be further along than where it is. She knows that I have the faith. She knows that what my belief is. She knows that I have the confidence. But she also knows the Lord will give her there is something. Well, on our one-on-one, it was almost as though God came in and completely just, and every single thing that was shared and said in our one-on-one was repeated almost verbatim, almost literally verbatim during the board presentation to complete strangers. So I know that he knew my end from my beginning. He knew the end from my beginning. He knew. And so this morning, as I was reflecting and taking in some of the things that they were sharing, it says, show up. You know, my show up is to encourage. You all have known that for a long time. That's what I do. I get on here and I sprinkle. People will text and inbox. I needed to hear what you said. Your comment. Oh, thank you. That was for me. That was for me. Well, I'm grateful for that. This is for me. Me living in my purpose full out. Living in my purpose full out. Bringing confidence day in and day out. Undoggone apologetically. And so if I'm in your inbox and I am pushing you to be confident, if I'm telling you you need to make the investment and become a part of the Cultivate Her Confidence coaching and personal development, I mean it. I mean it. I'm not just saying it to support me. I'm saying it to give yourself the gift of who God called you to be. God is with you. You cannot fail. Stop playing short. Stop dimming your light. Stop comparing yourself to other people. Be you. Be you. Fearfully and wonderfully made. Sir, ma'am. Be fearfully and wonderfully made. It's time, man. It's time. It's time, y'all. People are leaving here. People are leaving here. Just yesterday, on my way home, I was paying my phone bill. And I remembered that they had told me when I went and got my 2 phones, I was like, Lord kept saying, you need 2 phones. I was like, I don't need 2 phones. I don't need 2 phones. God, you need 2 phones. I was like, okay. So I go and I, looking at specials, and because I have to consider everything that I do. I have to consider everything. So I don't want to waste money. I have to be a good steward over what God has given me. A good steward of every single penny. A good steward. So I go to T-Mobile and they tell me about a free phone. I was like, free phone? Give me a free phone. I was like, okay, God, free phone. So then I'm talking to them. And it's like, oh, well, see, your birthday is on July 9th. And I was like, yeah, so we'll come back next month and we can put you on the 55 and up plan. I was like, wait a minute, what's the 55 and up plan? It sounds fun. What's the 55 and up plan? Well, y'all, let me just tell you this. Yesterday, if you're on T-Mobile and you're 55 and up, you can get the 55 and plus plan. So my phone bill yesterday, because I turned 55, went down $45. It went down $45. And I was talking to the attendant and I was like, wait a minute. She said, yes, ma'am. She said, wow, that's a great savings for you. And I said, and is. And is. She said, it went down. I was like, it went down $45. And I was like, wow, that's a blessing. Thank you, Father. And, just joking with the little lady. But then it sat in my spirit, y'all. I got to turn 55. I got to turn 55. I got to see 55 years old. I got to see 55 years old, and that was more of the clarity. That was more than the discount, because I got to see 55, and because I got to see 55, I got the blessing of the discount. So all of that to say, y'all, this is me. This is me. I'm not concerned about what you say about me. I'm not concerned about your whispers. I'm not concerned about you saying she's doing the most. I serve a God that is the most high. I serve a God that is the most high. So if you are unable to be your most confident self, that is your choice and your decision. Now, I'll be glad to help you. I'll be glad to support you. Let's go in and dig it up. That's what I want to do. I want you to be here. I want you to have this confidence. I want you to have that belief system. Because once you have that belief system, you're not going to have to worry about what I'm doing or not doing, for that matter. because you are going to be shining. We're going to be shining together. But this is me. This is me. This is me. Get used to it. Get into it. Get into it. This is me. And what you hear is not anger. What you hear is passion. I'm so doggone excited and glad and grateful and thankful to be alive, to have my wherewithal, to have the right sense. I should be somewhere rocking back and forth. I should be somewhere rocking back and forth. I should be somewhere addicted to something. I should be. But God is good. God is good. God is good. God is good. God is a keeper. God is a keeper. Hear me when I say, God kept me. God preserved me. God protected me. What was meant to kill me only prospered me and gave me a hope and a future. So understand, when you have your belief system in place, if you have experienced depression, if you have experienced anxiety, if you experience abandonment, if you experience loneliness, if you experience heartbreak, if you experience know that all things are working together for your good. It may not feel like it right now, but baby, as my mother used to say, baby, it's working together for your good. I am a witness when I say I am all things. I am all things. I am all things. I am all things because of a choice, because of having the confidence to trust God. Because of having the confidence to trust God and having the belief that He will supply all of my need. He's a keeper. God is a keeper, y'all. Understand and have the belief, unwavering belief system, then affords you the opportunity and blessing to believe, because the believe is what puts the confidence in what you know to be the truth. Hear me, and hear me well. So I'm on here today to let y'all know I am expecting some of y'all to be in the Cultivate Her Confidence. I am expecting, because I know I have talked to some of you all, and you still haven't gotten it, which means that you need to work closer so that you can go on to get it. No shade, only shine. Only shine. See this forehead? No shade, only shine. No shade, only shine. Only shine, y'all. I want us all to be shining. I want us all to be shining in our most confident self, because we are someone's representation of God. When people see us, they see Him, because we're made in His image. My mama told me. She said, you look like God. You look like God. You look like God, Lisa. You look like God, Faith. You look like God, Latrice. You look like God, Trey. You look like God, Taylor. You look like God, Cheryl. You look like God, Yolanda. You look like God, Tommy. You look like God, Dr. Tawana. You look like God, Nikki. You look like God, Jody. You look like God, Sheila. You look like God, Latrice. You look like God, Tawanda. You look like God, Miss Barbara. You look like God, Julie, Patrice, Tracy, Lisa. You look like God. You look like God. And He says that you can do all things, not some things. So stop limiting yourself. Do it. Do it, y'all. Tomorrow is not promised. I got to see 55. I'm living my dream. I'm living my dream. I'm living my dream. I am happy. I am healthy. I'm whole. I'm living my dream as my most confident self. Dr. Beth, Dr. Sprinkles, the confidence cultivator. I am digging up old seeds. I am digging and replanting seeds of greatness and confidence in every person that I come in contact with. So just know, prepare to be sprinkled by me. Prepared to be sprinkled by me. Because that's what I'm doing. That's where I'm at. That's where I am. Wow. That's where I am. That's where I am. Yes, that's where I am. So this is my show up. When you see me, this is me. I don't know how to be anything else or anybody else but me. And if you ever see me and I'm not being who you know me to be, take me to the side, because there's something, R-O-N-G, R-O-N-G, there's something very wrong. This is my life. I love it here. I love it here. I love it here. I love my life here. I love being happy. I love being joyful. I love being peaceful. I love being a version of me that my children have never seen. I love being a version of me that inspires my friends to be who they are supposed to be. I love being me. I love being me. So this is a close-up confidence conversation. How I got here. My mother told me I was made in God's image. My mother told me I was made in God's image. I look like him. What keeps me here? The legacy that I have to leave for my children. The legacy that I must leave for my children's children's children. There's going to be a time when somebody asks, oh, your grandmother was Dr. Sprinkles? Your grandmother was your great, 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 and was. And was. Why do I have to sustain this? Because it is my purpose. It is my purpose. And I am doing it as God gives. I'm done trying to be perfect. I'm done. I'm so done trying to have every T crossed and every I dotted. I'm done. I'm done walking on landmines and eggshells around folk, and I am done. As a matter of fact, what's the past tense of done? Dunt. I'm done. D-U-N-T. I'm done. D-U-N-T. I'm done. My season of people pleasing is over. My season of putting the oxygen mask on others first is over. I put my mask on me first. And I'm showing up in my most authentic purpose so that my children can see who God looks like through me. So that my friends can see, even my enemies can see. Man, there's something about her. Man, she always bouncing back. You see right there what that says? Favored. You see what that says? Anointed. You see what it says? A hot message. You see, that's a hot message. I'm a hot message. I'm a hot message from God. And I am here to be Dr. Beth Goodman, Dr. Sprinkles, the Confidence Cultivator. And so I'm going to be personally reaching out to some of y'all. And yes, yes, you've been seeing a lot of stuff, the last couple of days about Christmas in July. And I know you're probably saying, oh, she's just selling something. Listen to me. It is not just selling anything. I am offering an opportunity for you to be your most confident self. And if you take advantage of it, that's on you. And if you don't, I still love you, and I will still push you to be your best self. And I know that it feels a little different because you're accustomed to me coming a certain way and being a different way. Shift with me. I need you to shift with me. You have to. If you're going to be a part of my vibe tribe, you have to shift with me. You have to. You have to. Because nothing can stop me. I'm on the way up. God said. And my belief is what he said. I will see a world where men and women wake up with confidence being a normalized state of being. I will see that. Because I'm going to be that. And so if every day I'm being that, every day I'm seeing that, and I am seeing my vision because I look in the mirror. So, this is the close-up confidence conversation with Dr. Beth. And I'm going to open it up now. Oh, let me go look. I'm going to open it up. And if you want to come on, let me know. I'd love to talk with you. If you want to say something, you have a comment, you have a question, I believe it's time for you to change. Hear me when I say that. I believe. Action. I believe it's time for you to get a new belief. It's time. Confidence is yours. You can do all things through Christ who strengthens you. Not some things, not a few things. All things. AWL. All. That's my New York accent coming out from the 3rd grade. All things. So, if you want to come on, hey, Erica, if you want to come on, please. Hey, Bruce, if you want to come on, please let me know. I'd be glad to have you come on. Faith, would you like to come on? Is that Michelle that I see? Who is that up there? You only have one. Hey, LaKale Maxwell, I love you. Hey, Lisa Baker. Hey, co-worker. Oh my gosh. Hey, Ganny. Hey, y'all. Let me know if you want to come on. So, this is me, y'all. This is why I do what I do. This is the naked and unashamed. This is the confidence cultivator. I'm an expert at cultivating confidence because I had to dig up seeds in my own life. I'm an expert in cultivating confidence because I had to dig up seeds in my own life and replant them so they can grow into what you have become to know. So, if you want to, hey, Alfred, happy anniversary. Hey, Michelle, that's Michelle. Thank you so much, Michelle. I'm just being me. Hey, Aisha, I'm just being me, y'all. I don't know how to do anything else but me, and that's all. So, if you want to come on, come on. Anybody, everybody scream. Ah. I'll get back to my daily sprinkle and whatever you want Wednesdays. I just have to, I'm prioritizing different things. I'm shifting. So thank you. Thank you so much for shifting with me. Thank you for being here today. Thank you for your support. Thank you for listening. And those of you who know me. I'm back. I'm back to being me, unapologetically, without shame, without resolve, and with the extreme belief of confidence. I am the confidence cultivator. I am. Hey, Laverne, thank you. Hey, Laverne, my love. Oh, my gosh. That's right, Lisa. No shade, only shine. No shade, only shine. No shade, only shine. No shade, only shine. That is so correct. That is so correct. So if nobody wants to come on or say anything, hey, B. Nobody wants to come on and say anything. I mean, I can get off. Who is that up there? Is that is that Billy? Is that you, Billy? Is that you, Billy? Do you want to come? Okay, so I guess I'm going to press. No, that's not Billy. Well, maybe it is. Faith, do you want to come on? Let me know. I see Faith and Michelle. Michelle, can you believe? Hey, Mama. Hey. Today is my best friend from college's birthday. Happy birthday to Dr. Donna Stegall Graham. She's my baby's one of my baby's godmamas. Yes, my friend. Oh, Mama almost called her nickname. Oh my gosh. All right, y'all. Okay, Instagram fam. Any questions? Anything anyone want to ask? Anyone want to ask? You want to come on, Faith? Let me put you on. Ask Faith to join. You want to Faith Jay to join? And on Instagram, Insta want to come on? Jody, you want to come on? I think Faith rejected. Oh no, it says she's adding. Oh wait, over here somebody wants to come on too. Who's over here? Nikki wants to come on. Okay. Hey, cousin. Is she coming on? Did she leave already? Request. Go live. Hi, cousin. I do see you driving. Yes, I'm amazing. How are you, my love? Yes. Yes, and just give yourself the grace to do so. Yes. Yes. Thank you. Thank you so much. It's time. It's time. It's time. Absolutely. Absolutely. No, not a moment any sooner nor a moment later. Everything has its time. And we know that God's timing is not our timing, and his time is perfect. And his time is perfectly now. And so I expect to see you. I know. You know. I know. I know. And I'm gonna let you. I'm gonna, you already know. I love you. Yes. 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 You're already getting through it. Look at you shining. You're already getting through it. Yes. Yes, you are. Yes. Yes, you are. Well, I'm glad you joined me and get home safely. Um, I'm down the street from you, so we need to connect when you're ready. Just when you're ready. I know when you're ready. You just let me know. Mwah. I love you. Sprinkles. Hey, Anita. Hey, Anita. Hey, Anita. Let's see. Anita, I don't know. You gonna make me lose some weight to get in your closet? You gonna make me get into a medium to swiggle in your closet. Does anyone else have anything that they want to ask or share or come on? I was trying to put you on, Faith or Anita or Jody. Did you want to come on? Just let me know, guys. If not, I'm gonna wrap it up. Hey, Demetrius. Oh, your favorite person is doing absolutely outstanding. Hello, and how was my favorite person doing? You all, Demetrius was my favorite person when I worked at MARTA. When I tell you, Demetrius made sure that everything was copacetic. He, like, particularly when I was pregnant with Trey, you need anything? You got anything? You all right? You need some snack? He made sure that everything was A-okay. He would come out of his way with doing his routes and different things just to make sure your girl was good. And I am so grateful for that, Demetrius. You and your wife, you all bring so much joy to me. So much joy. And I need for you to know that. Laverne, I need that shirt. Where can I purchase it? Well, after the live, I will post a link so that you can get your shirt, ma'am. I will DM to you. Yes, you can. You need the shirt. You asked for it. You got it. God is good. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Excuse me. The website will be up. The website will be up next week, y'all. Kingdom closes back in action. The website will be up next week. Woo, 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 woo. Oh, wait, the 10th. It'll be up by the 15th. It'll be up by the 15th. Sorry, just out with the dogs. No problem. And I love the dogs. Jody's trying to make me go get an animal. She just went Jody with Fitz. Oh, wait, Fitz dog training. She does amazing. She is a family dog mediator. She helps you to understand your four-legged child. And she is amazing at what she does. She is open for one-on-ones to talk to you about why your dog is being so mean and aggressive. And part of it is that you are making your dog mean and aggressive because you're not letting your dog be a dog. You have to let your dog be a dog. You have to let your dog be a dog because dogs do dog things. And she will help you in navigating through what that is. She will help you. So she's amazing. Look her up. Fitzgerald Dog Training. Am I saying that right? Fitz Dog Training. Fix. I think I'm just saying it. If I'm chopping it up, just fix it and make it right. But Jody Fitzgerald is her name, and she is magical with the dogs. Just absolutely magical. Well, if there's nothing else, y'all, let's see. Demetrius said, "I do all the things because yes, I'm your peeps, my Demetrius, yes, 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 yes. If there's nothing else, um, just thank you for being a part of today. Thank you for spending this time. Thank you for being open and willing to listen to me interview myself for the first. Thank you. Fitz your dog training. That's FITZ dog training with Jody Fitzgerald. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So you guys, thank you. I am grateful for you tuned in. Those that are catching the replay, hashtag put in their replay. Let me support you in cultivating your confidence to the next level. It's time to take the seeds so that you can see who God has called you to be. All right. So it's Dr. Beth Goodman, also known as Dr. Sprinkles, the confidence cultivator with Cultivate Her Confidence Coaching and Personal Development. It's been a long time coming. Whoop, here we is. We are here, confident as ever, because we can do all things through Christ who strengthens us. And we are made in his image, and God is with us all. Therefore, we cannot fail. All right. Remember, live life on purpose, for purpose, and with purpose, because it's that purpose in which you will have a life to live. So go on and be confident. Be confident. Be confident. I love you, and there's nothing you can do about it. Sprinkles. Anybody, you sure you don't want to come on? Going once, going twice, going, 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 going. I'm out. Have an amazing rest of the day. Of course, with tons of sprinkles on top. Sprinkles! Oh, Lord. Okay, I'll do that on Instagram. They tell you to do something else. Okay, y'all, I'm out. Sprinkles.